Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's Friday. This would normally be our Slay the Spire time, but I have one last itch that needs scratching for Final Fantasy drafting. As of Tuesday, next week, as you can see here, Edge of Eternity releases. Excited to see how this plays out, but we still have a little bit more time to enjoy our Final Fantasy set. Not much, but just enough. So, before we go to the Edge, I guess you can just play Seed of Sacrifice when we're doing those drafts, huh? But anywho, for today, goodness, Modifin. I appreciate, thank you. Anyway, so we're here for our last hurrah. I think Kuja's the last thing on my list, on my, like, bucket list for this set. We got to do Bart's, as sad as Bart's was there. We did get the checkbox hit. I suppose, like, there's also, like, Jumbo Cacting and things like that, but I don't actually believe that Jumbo Cactuar is, like, good in Limited. You know, might as well say Chump Block me forever. So. Playing more of the Bards and Constructed, make you feel love, that's good. Alright. Let's take one more ride in the canoe of Limited. Someone bought it, God. Alright. Sabotendi with us. We'll just have a land in our rare slot and then, like, pick some uncommon. Y'shtola... Wow, 3 rares in here. So Y'shtola's double blank. There's a weird number of cards that work with Y'shtola. Like, there's some in blue, like, there's not as many as you would expect, but the ones that do some really nasty stuff. Things like Ice Flan are a good big monster, Marlboro, things like that. Memories Returning is also very powerful, same with Ice Magic. A lot of blue in here. Alright, let's swap over to... Yeah, there we go. A lot of powerful blue. If I wanted to avoid the blue, I would pick, like, Katana. If I decided I just didn't want to fight over it. But I kind of want to pick Y'shtola and treat Y'shtola as a card that we can bring down and, like, try to win on an even keel board state. Eject is a really good card to pick up if blue is real. I want to keep in mind cards that work a little bit more with Y'shtola. Like, Flan probably gets a little higher picked because of that. But, like, the, I think Memories is less likely to be on Y'shtola. It's true. I think Memories is the more powerful card. I think this is less powerful because it's a 6-drop that, like, needs building around rather than a 4-drop that rebuilds your board. 4-drop works better with the game plan. Eject is nice to have. Make sure that... Confidant, huh? Black has some heat in here. I like all these. I'm not a big fan of Dark Knight's Greatsword. It's a little more awkward than I like. My gut is that I really want to cut blue to make sure that the people on my left are a little more willing to keep that open for me. Yeah, that's the idea here. Is like, obviously we could pick up Bob the Asian, but this is the last blue card in the pack, and we can send the message that blue's out, you know? So... No, this card is incredibly powerful. What the hell are you talking about? Dark Confidant's a classics of powerful cards over the last 20 years of Magic. I've never heard someone call Dark Confidant a trash rare. Holy smokes. Here, the first... Alright, Hectai's Ultimecia. Black is, obviously, we saw a lot passing. Hectai's is very funny. Dusty Tome, thank you very much for the sub. The thing with Bob is that Bob is asking some hard questions, in limited a lot more. You lose life equal to what you flip, and that can be both scary and ill-advised depending on the curve of your deck. I'll grab Ultimecia here. Hectai's is also good, but okay, none of these really stand out as something I'd really like to be on. No, none of these are it. We can blink Cactuar to keep Cactuar, which is funny, but not effective. Sage's Newlets doesn't really work with what we have going on, but it does cut the blue off. I just think Infantry wants us to be more aggressive. I'm fine with Sage's Newlets here, I think. Again, it's not competing with a lot in power. I think Gabranth is the most powerful card in the abstract in this. Okay, Clock. Vaughn, some swords. Again, not seeing things that terribly draw me in other directions. Sages is slightly better than Monk's Fist, maybe. Yeah. Ether, Dark Knight Greatsword, Weapons Vendor? Alright, blue looking less and less around here. I don't like Cloudbound Moogle much, but it is something that works with Y'shtola. A little more filler level stuff going through here, which is fine. Okay, okay. Titus, Galacat, Sahagin. Kind of want Sahagin to Sahag out the colors. If we had an artifact creature to flicker, we could make Titus big. Alright, trying to cement this spot in blue. I'm not terribly happy with the quality of some of these, but we do have an idea of what is open. So the cards we're looking for with Y'shtola, we're looking for Flan, we're looking for Dragoon's Wyvern. Dragoon's Wyvern is the big one in my mind. And then we're looking for, like, in some of some of the summons would actually be really nifty things because we could flicker them and reuse them and turn them back to 1. So any of those would be a direction that'd be fun. Fenrir as a pickup, for instance, and then be able to flicker Fenrir over and over again. Play some Blitzball. What could we open? Well, so thinking about cards that we could flicker, you know, what sort of bomb rare could we open, Modifin asks. That's a great question. What sort of bomb rare could we open that, like, both, Jill also would have been really powerful here. Quistis also could do decently here. Quistis at end step can't flashback sorceries, but still gets some instants. Alright, Dion feels
Very
good.
funny. You started up a Magic draft on a Friday in which I don't have anything to do later.
Oh, okay, good. I saw that you had stopped your marathon stream, so
I'm
I
just
didn't think you were
tired
doing
today.
Okay, gotcha.
That's all it is. I'm just tired today, so I'm just gonna be hanging out and other folks' stuff just to have a good time.
Cool. Yeah, we first picked Ishtola.
So white blue with maybe splashing black. First picking Ishtola, got to play Dion and Locke as well, huh?
Yeah, perhaps. We'll see what the splash looks like. These were pretty early picks, but black hasn't been around as much as I'd like.
That's fair. The
Hey,
black
Bartz.
is... Hey, Bartz is finally here in one where you're not going to be able to play him.
Steiner's probably still going to be fine. Demon Wall's very funny. Scorpion Sentinel's also like a fine pickup.
You only
Like-
have the Sage's New Liths and...
Yeah.
I mean, hedging the bets for later. I feel like Steiner requires you to start building into equipment a little bit, whereas Scorpion Sentinel, it does just kind of work because you're playing lands no matter what.
Thieves doesn't do anything with these. Y'shtola flickers a card. This doesn't do... flickers a creature, not a
Although,
card.
Steiner is a knight, which means Dion gives him flying.
Yeah. Steiner. There's a Gala Cat we could have had earlier. Okay. Weapons Vendor,
Nice.
Ilmeg Pixie. I really like Ilmeg Pixie for... Weapons Vendor's a card I value a lot more when we have Y'shtola around as making that a draw. What happens if you flicker job select equipment? You can't do that. Creature you control. This cannot flicker.
It just kills the creature.
If you flicker the token, you lose the token, and you can't target the creature with it. We can I'm gonna pick Magic Armor here because you can. This is still a creature at end of turn, so you can flicker that a couple times and get a couple bodies out of it. I believe in this, and if black has something around to fix this up. 2 Scorpion Sentinels that I've passed up. I do want to have those around. Dreams, Ultimecia, Quest, Merchant. We already have a Merchant.
Dreams is
The
very
Sculpt is fine.
easily just includable. It's just does stuff that is you want to play.
Yeah.
There's turns in this format where you definitely have just 2 mana left up at the end of the turn.
Yeah, more likely to want to play the Sage's Newlith if we have Steiner around. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. A couple of...
Black's pretty nice.
Yeah, perfect fixing for what we're doing, I think, is a little bit more valuable. And
Yeah, that's
Vanille
more
is
important.
But, Marlboro with Y'shtola is really funny.
Yeah, Vanille coming around this late is kind of wild, given that she's
That powerful, yeah.
Rebirth and Mill2 and has... I mean, the rest of the text doesn't really matter because you're unlikely to be playing Fong, is the thing. But their main text is great.
I don't think I care much about Ishcard. I'm gonna grab this Marlboro in case. I don't think green's hella open. We're not seeing a ton of stuff in green that I'm super excited
Slash of
about.
Light's solid.
But green definitely we're seeing Vanille that late is says something. Do I care about Monk's Fists more than
I think it's probably something you prefer over Sahagin when you don't have anything that except eject is your sole card
Armor
with
does it
Sahagin.
too.
I guess, yeah, true. All right, fair enough. 2 cards makes it more sense.
Yeah,
then.
I'm gonna grab this. Again, grab some black. Hello.
That's late.
Dreams flashback as well, yes. So we have a few. Slash of light. Now the slash lights make me want to have some more of the equipment. Hey Bob, number 2, how you doing again?
No on-color equipment in this pack, but Quistis is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Although you don't really have many. That's just replay combat tutorial or eject. And
Even
those
it's
are
like
both
slash of
expensive to
light.
do. I suppose. It also does say all graveyard.
Yeah, I can just steal from the opponent with this too. I think I'm interested in seeing if I can get Quistis working in here. I want some more. Okay, hello.
Okay, that's a good one to get.
We don't have a ton of we're not super heavy artifacting, but this is something that makes me want to be, especially like very good with weapons vendor.
It also doesn't actually need that many for it to be perfectly
No,
playable.
honestly, if you control one other artifact, this is like end of game threat with literally any other artifact in the game. I'm a Toya. Actually, I'm really interested in that Ice Flawn here. This is a card I want to have in the deck if we're gonna have Y'shtola.
Yeah, because it
One of
can just lock down
one of the
boards.
best things we can do to like lock down a board with. We have a couple cards that work with Matoya, but we're not like overloaded. We just have, I think it's Ilmeg Pixie and a Dreams of Laguna, and that's it at the moment. We're not in the situation where we've been in the past, where we have like heavy amounts of
Sid?
Sid. I swapped our Sid, by the way.
Oh, you can do that now? Okay.
You have to like craft the other Sid and then change it to your favorite Sid.
Interesting. Final Fantasy 13 Sid. One of the 3 villainous Sids, I think. 13 and 12 both have villain Sids.
Yeah, though not as villainous as. Ooh, okay, maybe do we want to magic it? I don't know if I want to magic the infantry this late, but I love Sid Reigns.
The Retrieve the Esper is also an artifact, and is also something that works with the Sahagin, so playing one of at least of the Sahagin makes perfect sense.
Yeah. But yeah, you do fight Sid in that game. What was I thinking about? So as of this weekend, because it's Comic-Con, there's been like 10,000 spoilers for
Honestly, Newliths,
I
think.
Like, Wind Crystal. But the thing about the Spider-Man stuff is that all these cards have Hero as a card type. That's right, baby. Time for Sid.
Sid hanging out with Spider-Man.
Sid and Spider-Man, best friends. Choco.
You have 2 towns, one of which you might not be playing.
Yeah. More interested. The rescue mission plays
Sid
a little better
makes
with
those 2/2s.
Sid's Overworld. If I picked up the Treno, I could do a little bit more splashing, but like Marlboro's the card I'd want to splash more. Phoenix Down, sure. Phoenix Down is a card that I know plays very well with Dion, so.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. Want to get one of these back around.
We got one. Thank goodness.
Oh, and
okay, Charlian.
Perfect fixing. But yeah, Sid here, it is true that Traverse does still say draw 4 cards on it. You're not wrong. It was my 3rd Cloudbound Moogle.
Okay, you got the new lists back anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, artifact creatures and heroes that control get +1/+1 for each artificer you control, an artificer card in your graveyard. So like, if you want to play, if you want to play Spider-Man Sid, that's real. Sid is
some way to like. Is there a self-milling Spider-Man? Is going to be my question. Fill up your grave.
Fill up your grave with 5 Sids.
Yeah.
All right. Weapons vendor.
I think this deck is like just on the edge of being really good. It's got a very powerful like a couple of bombs and build around cards. But you're missing stuff like Ice Magic.
Yeah.
Right?
When we picked Y'shtola, the thing that made that pick a little more, I'll say suspect of a pick, is that Y'shtola was in the pack against Memories Returned, Ice Magic, and like one other like reasonably powerful blue card. Like, so and we were able to cut blue pretty heavily in pack 1, but I don't think that was enough to stop anyone from doing that.
Tons of things at 4.
Yeah. 2 and 4.
Wow.
Thinking about like Slasher Light or Sahagin as different things. I don't think I need Aerith Rescue Mission in a deck that's gonna contain like, Wind Crystal with threats like Machinist Arsenal is a little more interesting to me.
Does Machinist Arsenal make something an Artificer?
Yes.
It does, I think. Yeah. So Sid works particularly well with Machinist Arsenal.
Sid's best buddy. I'll give this a shot as is.
Yeah, let's go for it.
It's missing the cards that, like, I wanted Dragoon's Wyverns to go with Y'shtola, and picking Y'shtola early, I think that she makes for a really interesting draft build around. I don't know that, like, she as a 6-drop is particularly powerful, but, like, a lot of fun to work with. Okay, this seems fine. A lot of card draw.
Combat tutorial on Steiner is totally fine, too.
Yeah. Colors, a lot of things to do, pieces of removal. Yeah, like, if Steiner can get in for 3 and, like, I don't know, I'm fine with Steiner trading for a 3-drop or something like that, or if Steiner can get in over a 3-drop, that's even better.
Black-green immediately. They played Gone.
Yep. Right there.
So, like, Town Greeter would be one of the better 2s for them to play for us specifically.
Yeah.
I'm going to swing right into that.
Okay,
once,
tapped land. So this might be like Shinra reinforcements on 3.
Yep.
They played a tapped land there, and blue, okay.
Okay, well, lock. That's actually a thing we wouldn't mind trading with at all, I think. We could also put him in the Sanctum.
I think I want to draw the cards here. I know that, like, they can loot back at me, but I would like to... If they're willing to take the trade, I am.
Ooh.
Okay. Like, obviously, like, for them, they get the card selection back off this, and that looks nice.
Yeah, this puts us up to them up 1. So, rather, not up, it's neutral, but...
Yeah, the lifelink on here... I don't like that.
That's a little spooky.
I don't like that at all, actually. That significantly is bad to look at. Somebody wanted to discard that. Sid, get down. Alright. If that gets Evil Reawakened, it's not too bad, because we can just put it in the Summoner's Sanctum, and, like, it has nothing to bring back, so, shrug. It's just...
Man, why didn't they just solve Sin by doing that? They just could have stuck Sin into the Sanctum.
Yeah. I suppose it sort of did, right? Like, I'm fine with trading with
I guess.
block.
That's true.
Yeah, I suppose that's where Sid is trapped, you know? I think this trade... Actually, so the thing is, I have to allow that trade. Okay, let me talk about why that trade has to happen, because we know they're going to Evil Reawaken. If I let them through, they discard a card and then Evil Reawakened anyway, reviving whatever the secondary piece is. Like, the whole the whole thing here goes... Yeah, like, we have to make that trade. They missed a land drop, which is good.
True.
I'm not gonna...
Like, you get to swing it with Sid on this turn if you want to.
I don't particularly want to.
Yeah, that's fair. Listen to your instincts.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't particularly want to. I'd rather hold that Namazu trader back, since they were not willing to attack with it last turn.
Yeah.
They're missing land drops. They've got big revival. We also always have the worry of if they can get out of the Summoner's Sanctum, that'd be bad. But, like, right now, we just deal with the fact that Sin is off for a while. Maybe for 1,000.
Eject would be nice.
Yeah. Perhaps even solve for maybe like 10 or 15 years. Something like that. Yeah, Sid with all the heroes. Sid is a big, Sid, and Spider-Man go way back.
Which Sid do you think is most likely for that to be true?
Ooh.
Weirdly, I think it is 5 Sid, because there's a lot of implied history that he's got. The only one with a kid, or one of like 2 with a kid.
Yeah, we've got a couple Sid and mids.
Yeah.
Eject. Okay, we're just... Interesting. They could have done that with Locke, but that's a lot more.
They didn't need to double. They decided to deliberately pick the land up.
They want it for mana reasons. They want to play another 3-drop, and they don't have a land drop. That one's very easy to me.
Didn't they play one of their other towns? Oh, no, they just picked up a...
Also, this thing can sacrifice to...
yeah. Okay.
Anyway, Sid takes 18 damage and explodes. So we're taking 5. They get to draw. They're also probably going to sack... Are they going to sack Sid? No, because they want to do this. Okay. So the idea here is that we're going to be drawing and discarding off this. They're hoping for more lands or more pieces that, like, I guess an untapped land. It makes sense. What are we seeing on the discard?
Rats.
That's fine.
That's probably just discarded to get rid of it.
Yep. I'm good actually on that.
Yeah, you already have 6 mana. You don't need any more.
Okay. Thinking about how I want to do this. So Y'shtola in this board doesn't do anything because we don't have any board.
Well, we need a Sid on the board for the Artificer attacks to matter.
Yeah, if we found our Phoenix down, that would start mattering.
Yeah, we need at least 1 Sid on the board for all of the Artificers on the board in the trash to matter.
I'm gonna go with the Arsenal here. Because the weapons vendors can equip it for, like, a continuing threat. Like, I can block Lock. Like, the reason I don't, like... Holding Slashlight doesn't do anything, you know? One point of damage doesn't change any output here.
Like, they
might
land. Theoretically leave Lock back because... I mean, I guess he's a token. And okay, so Conrad's quite powerful.
Yes.
That's
Okay, well...
Also makes the discard on Lock.
Yeah, we need it. So we do this. We're gonna take some damage. We're okay with, Weapons Vendor is going to draw us a card. Hopefully another land here? Oh, that's not great.
Awkward at the moment, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna pay 1. And that gets us a 4/4, which challenges Golbez, is the idea.
The Wind Crystal is an artifact.
It is.
Worth noting. Yeah.
Town Greener. That might hit us for some points of damage.
I think that hit you for 3?
2.
2.
They have 2 copies of Midgar? The big thing is we really need them to not have a removal piece on this turn in particular. If we're able to untap here, I think we're okay. If I have to trade with Golbez, we'll trade with Golbez. But if, like, they have another Chocobo kick or... Damn. I think that's... lethal? No, 1 off. We got a 1. Because they can sack the Town Greeter. And we would go...
Yeah, that puts the Town Greeter in the grave, pings you for 1. And then... get hit by 8. Decided not to because it doesn't kill you.
Yeah, there's no point in doing that if it doesn't kill us. It'll die in combat later. I don't see anything that we can get out from under this with. Yeah.
The Wind Crystal gains life on play, right?
No. This is way worse.
What
Like,
was it though? Oh, when you would gain life, right?
yeah, it's... Yeah, the, yeah, Golbez is very good at closing out a game. We were always one step off of getting off that back foot there.
It's kind of funny how, like, for a lot of the cards, I'm excited to see the main deck version of them, right? The main set version of them. But with Golbez, it's like, sure, the main set version of Golbez is fine, but Sir Conrad
is
pretty strong. Yeah.
So... Yeah, if the Surveil 2 hit another creature, that just kills us there as well if they sack the body, but, like, keeping it...
Only one color.
No, we
decent chance of drawing Island, but not amazing.
Okay.
There's two... Well, you have the
We're
Lice
good.
Flame. That's a land. That's fine.
Who are we throwing back then?
You have no heroes in your hand.
We have one hero on our hand. It's
Okay, you have one. I guess he has cycling, so you don't even have to actually play him.
Okay, Scorpion Sentinel.
My thought is too as well. The Ice Flan shuffles your library. It doesn't really matter what you put in.
Alright, so let's go Scorpion Sentinel. Doing this over the land search because that leaves us with more land in the deck, 2 top deck possibly. I'm in danger.
Yeah, Shintaro is spooky to see. Anytime Shantaro gets played, that means that you know that their deck is actually capable of going off pretty hard with Shantaro.
Yeah, well, the big thing is it's likely land removal spell for Scorpion. We take 7.
Yeah, probably just Ice Magic. Put this on the top of our library. Yep.
Right, and then now we're behind forever. We can't even afford to put this on top because we need the land.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the play pattern for the rest of the game, where the rest of the game is 2 turns.
Yep.
So, do I have a copy of the Cloudbound removal in this deck? Okay, this might help.
I don't think so.
No, they've got a suplex for it too. Yeah, they don't get to draw off that, but okay. So, if we draw the untapped, well, that's nothing. Okay.
Yeah, that's this is going to be game over functionally. I think that plays a like combat tutorial and just swing and kill you.
Oh, that's the village. I was like, wait, is that Limbloom? Why didn't they cast Limbloom? Shantaro and Diamond It Up? Are you kidding me? This is like... oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't see your first bit. Yeah, Shantaro, scary as hell. Not dead, huh?
No, but I don't think... Well, if they don't have a play, Dion actually does save you here. I know that's if they don't have a play, but they also didn't kill you last turn when they could have.
Their hands
with a
play.
Like, why would they be waiting to kill you at this point? Is my thought.
I'm
basically, if they could.
Thinking about I actually think I need to do this in a sillier way. We have to treat their hand as empty, but we have to make sure that Sabotender's not around to make sure that their hand is empty.
So you're gonna Quistis up suplex to kill the Sabotender?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
that does actually deal with more of their like available outs. That's true.
So because let's like if we follow the line of logic of their hand is dead, right?
Right.
What does their hand have to be if it's dead? It's 2 lands. What kills us?
Right, which
2 lands.
all lands. Yeah.
So here, we can block Mysidian Elder. If their hand's still dead, we can block Mysidian Elder, like...
Yep.
Quistis wouldn't work if it couldn't filter. So, like the Dire Fleet Daredevil does the same thing. No!
Oh, they have it in a different, funnier way. Oh shit! The funny thing is, I think that only works because you played a creature. I think that needs to have a target, right, for it to actually be castable.
Target creature is anyone on this. I've used this as a your own. You could use it to bounce.
Yeah, they could play it. They could put it on their own Mysidian Elder or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, now that we've taken the 3 steps back at the starting line, let's move forward and take the running run at the 4 or more mana deck is such a powerful thing, especially my soundtrack is, let's start this one. It's such a powerful thing in like tempo where like where like if it's playing against a deck that can answer its early threats, it's got a lot of problems. If that Chantoto dies, they don't get the forward card draw. They're not doing as much, if anything. If you can't, you get bowled over. I don't think that second deck was anything nuts. That was like 3 commons and an uncommon, right? Like,
it's because we were down.
We missed like 2 land drops.
Yeah.
All right. No,
hey, we're going first, and we cannot play that hand. This is a much more playable hand.
Yeah. I think I'm just throwing Sid back.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Pixie will actually let us get there, hopefully, unless they kill it. The big problem is that like the question was, do we throw Sid back or the Arsenal back? In which case, it's a question of which side would you prefer to have.
So I will throw anything that's not a land back, I think, here, because I really want to get Dion down. God, I want to...
I think that might be the one card that wasn't a land that you'd keep because it can draw 2 more cards and also put a +1/+1 counter on this Pixie.
Yeah, okay.
Like the one thing you could have possibly drawn.
Because it won't let us play Dion on 4, but it will let us be more aggressive, and it keeps a lot more bodies in play. They're going to cycle something to kill something else. Sure. Okay.
That's fine.
Like, a minor annoyance in my mind. Okay, so combat tutorial, you terrifying.
Ooh.
Okay, well,
weirdly now. Okay, now I'm more prefer that we kept that because otherwise we weren't drawing anything those turns.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's check.
So as far as removal goes, there are cards that deal with Dion by himself, obviously, but we at least get his boyfriend, and we did see Ice Magic out of them, which is a card that's actively bad against Dion, for the most part.
I can go. This puts like 8 power on the board.
Yeah.
Like asks a.
Also, all of it's flying.
Yeah, 8 power flying. We're holding a removal spell. I don't think you can afford to be tapping out right now. Counterspell versus
4 lands.
Counterspell and 4 lands. You got it, boss. All right.
Nice factor fiction. I mean, hell, we've all had factor fictions like that, right? Which is just one playable card, 4 lands.
Yeah, and like they tapped out here, and like they're gonna leave back a blocker, but the blocker can't do anything because like, you know, we're all flying.
Yeah.
Weapons vendor. Weapons vendor
Draws you a
post-combat.
card. If it gets you a land, you can then equip the Sage's Newlits onto a creature because you can play the weapons vendor.
But I could post-combat it too to ensure that.
Yeah, to draw the thing that you surveil.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So they have to leave up double blue for the counterspell. But also we need to stop everything. I don't think that. Yeah. I agree. Thank you, Dion. That's also the power of combat tutorial on both sides too. Like they had the thing with their line is that they had like this on 3, combat tutorial on 4, memories returned on 5, but that's like so much build up, you know?
Yeah. So much build up for against a deck that did play a very aggressive creature that kills them in 2 turns.
Yes. All right. Yeah, flyers aren't easy to come by.
No, there's like among the least flying in a recent set period. I mean, Ether Drift didn't have that much flying either, but this has very little.
This is defensive, and it also has Dion with Phoenix down, which is hilarious. Alright. Stiltskin is a 1 power, 1 drop. Let's go ahead and get... We'll actually be able to fit everything in here. This will be fine. If we draw... Yeah, so this is an attack for lifelink.
Yeah.
I think I'm just doing this. We're gonna Dreams of Laguna end step. I could Sahagin, obviously, but I'd rather ensure that land. Green, huh? 3rd color.
White, blue, green. That's Choco?
Yeah, Choco's the card in
3
that.
color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stiltskin donates to draw, yes. So they get to, like, keep bumping us for a point of life, and if they had, like, a combat trick, I would... You got it, boss, you know?
Yeah.
They have something. What are you, airship crash? You're sitting on something. Are you gonna syncopate this? No, you... Okay, sweet. No, thank you. Thank you.
There we go. Whew.
Alright, hello! So... We're sitting on our own eject. Renoa.
Renoa.
Okay.
So that's a Stiltskin that would attack as a 3/4 right there.
Yes.
Well, that's on Renoa's attack as well.
So Renoa, yeah. So Renoa attack is and like
In mid combat eject.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking if it's worth just playing out, like, some of the bodies, or if we want to...
Steiner's a flyer.
Yeah. Clearly can do this.
We could also just play a 4/4, which currently handles whatever they buff with Renoa.
True.
Although,
or Renoa.
It depends on them not having another creature.
Or Renoa. Like, Renoa would have to
Yeah.
tangle.
Renoa's bonus can't apply to herself, right? It's another creature.
Another creature, yeah.
Yeah, so Sid actually, as the current state of their board, handles whatever they buff pretty well.
I would like to draw an untapped land and be able to play like Scorpion, leave up Eject. Scorpion Sentinel gets plus from Sid. Sid is plus artifact creatures and heroes, and we do have another Artificer in the grave. So, like, keeping Sid alive would be really nice for the upcoming turns, but if Renoa attacks... Oh god, am I willing to... Yeah, I'm willing to try this because we can rebuy on Sid. So if they have a combat trick here, I'm fine with the outcome because we have Phoenix down. Maybe they have Renoa too. That would make that attack make some like make a lot of sense too if they just would go Renoa a second time pass.
Because Angelo's not legendary, right?
Legendary dog.
Oh, he is.
Okay.
Okay, so second Renoa just gets them second Renoa.
Okay, Lionheart.
Oh no, Dion's boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Squall, how dare you?
I
always knew Squall would be homophobic.
Ridiculous. Let's go ahead and play out our... known things. Get in the air. Steiner now flies. Sage's Newlith is a pump. We have Eject as like an answer for problems occurring. Are they thinking about still skinning to draw?
Give you a dog.
Like give us a dog because they need a land that bad? What are they looking at? Yeah, they are that hard up for a land or card here.
Yeah, it's got to be land 6 that they're like desperately searching for. In which case, what is the land 6 that really like digs them out of this?
Double might be the second white source for an Ultima.
That's true. Yeah.
Well,
go ahead and just flip Dion.
I will now require you to Ultima. Okay. Our follow-up is okay after that. We lose our Phoenix down, which is the biggest pain of, like, if an Ultima lands here. If they do anything but Ultima, I'm basically like... Yeah. Okay. That was,
yeah, there it is.
The reason I went with flipping flipping Dion instead of anything else there is because we were already committed to that board.
Yeah, exactly. You played the thing that was the least actual commitment to the board by just flipping Dion into...
the whole line makes a ton of sense from that perspective.
Yeah.
And we're just going to move this over because Sahagin unblockables. Oh, we're winning.
We have 2 4+ spells in hand, so functionally.
Wow. Okay. We
they are hard up for playables, huh?
Okay. So we can just go. This might mean they have some top end worth playing too. I can eject Ash. I think Omega before I think Bahamut, but I think something big.
They played the Wall of Omens and Ash ring, and yeah, Omega as the blue-greens, as like the splash between those two, because they've been playing green-white primarily. The blue has been like eject.
Ejecting the Mana Rock wouldn't be an unreasonable play there. I like ejecting Ash to try to keep their board a little more free. Obviously, if they do just slam Bahamut, kill Sagan here, you got me.
GG's.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. That's very better player 1, it's fine. Dreams of Laguna lets us go unblockable with Sahagin again while finding some more you know, movement. They could use the ring to tap down.
Knights of the Round weirdly wouldn't
Holy
do it.
oh boy.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hello.
Okay. King Noctis.
Target player gains 5 life.
Yeah, we have to.
Just an option in
That's
here.
too much life to be okay. So they can gain 15 life a turn. By the way, just putting that out there that's what we're fighting.
Okay, Ishtola doesn't do anything aside from draws cards with the weapons vendor.
Okay. Okay. What are the other modes in this? 4 mana draw and +1/+1 counter. It's the 5 life that's just outrageously expensive here. Like, you know, like just
Also, what could they slam back onto the board? Because
Renoa. They don't have black, but
what does the ring not filter mana?
no.
Oh,
What do you think this card is?
sorry. I thought it was all right, and that was a mistake.
Yeah. This is fine.
Oh,
This no, it's
it's a sorcery, right? Okay. God, Kendrith can gain so much fucking life.
okay. The land there is the biggest thing I was after. Because it gets
Play weapons vendor.
Yeah, we need weapons vendor down for Ishtola to do anything. And then from there, like, Ishtola can, like, flicker, draw a bunch, and hopefully Summoner's Sanctum can be our answer. Summoner's Sanctum on
Yes.
on Noctis stops the abilities as well. Activated abilities can't be used. So that would be our straight answer.
24 if they just go.
Yeah, if they
right
just go up,
for it
they just
this
go up
turn.
15 life. Like, and
Yeah, they don't need to play creatures right now to actually like beat you on the board. Yeah, that's one of their wide available activations.
okay. Ash makes sense to play because it's a fairly, like, the aggressive piece on Ash is good.
Yeah.
They can draw 1 card. Okay. Gonna move to combat and ask if they want to tap Sahagin. Thank you. That's... we have gained 6... We've got 6 life off them for that play.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Ishola. It is all up to you.
Yeah, it kind of does explain at this point why they wanted all that mana.
This is a card that
Kenrith
pays...
being able to activate any of those more than once in a turn is very powerful.
I want to stop on my end. I'm not paying this. You don't have a slash. No. Fuck. Okay, that was the only real removal spell that got us there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Oh, it's mandatory. Right, because she can target herself.
Yeah, you just do this, and then you go to end stage 2, and then you do this again. Okay. Losing our draw engine here, it means that we now have to fight Kenrith nude. There are very few cards left in our deck that are relevant. Slash a Light will kill Kenrith if they don't have enough green up. Sanctum will put Kenrith in a hole, and some of the card draw blinks. Like, we could try and stun Kenrith.
Yeah, you can, White Aura Sight, getting rid of Ishtola.
Okay, so that removes most of the board building aspects. God, that draw, like the... We can't fight Ash in combat, either. What do they get off this? Another? Please. Okay. So the line now is we're looking for... them tapping low and not saving Ash? Or like, okay, well, nah, now they just Aura Sight Sahagin and we're on empty board versus Kenrith. They'll still have 2 green activations, so we're dead in 2. I don't know that I've ever gotten to show off Kenrith much in Limited. Kenrith's a hell of a card. Yeah, I think it has to be Sanctum right now, and they get to draw in response so that we're like... we'll still be 3 down on them. Okay, well that's very funny. So they pump Kenrith twice here, I think, or they draw a card. I like pumping Kenrith if their hand doesn't have, like, great threats. No, they don't need to take any actions. They're gonna play it safe, leave up a bunch of mana because they've got, like, Aura Sights are ramp pieces too. Yeah, I thought we had enough to be able to race after an Ultima, but clearly I was unprepared. Yeah, they get 2 more cards here. Okay. I wonder if we have, like, splash colors for Kenrith. I would splash a black land if I was playing Kenrith. Yeah, you got it, boss. Because, like, the black activation on Kenrith is very funny, by the way. It's very easy to misread. If you haven't, like, one of the ways to lose with Kenrith is activate that on your opponent's board. They're just drawing cards. They don't need to, like, we're a blue-white deck. We're not going to be able to threaten 8 life with, you know, where we're at. Anyway, that's lethal on board. That's the power of Kenrith moving around. Yeah, one of the things that makes Kenrith as powerful as Kenrith is in Limited is that, like, the white activation is alone enough to make you want to be playing the card. They did well at playing around the early turns as well, specifically like when we getting the lead up to the Ultima turns was exactly what they needed to do, and so that's good. Oof. I'm only really sad that we didn't get to do Y'shtola things, and that was more of a during picking, because we didn't end up with a lot of Dragoons in this deck, which is what I wanted. That's alright. We should have seen Kenrith coming when we saw the ring, that's true. Alright. Anywho. Let's just jump right back in. Yeah. One of the things about this deck is that it was a blue-white deck that wasn't doing the big thing that blue-white wants to do, which is like Galacat artifact aggro sort of things. Because I was more focused on our fun rare. We had, like, I think we had a couple points at early Galacats, which we could move into. We had some of the cards that aren't as great without that. Sage's Duelist is not... It's very filler. It's incredibly filler. Alright. That's fine. I started early for a reason. That's why I started. If you ever see me start at 6 instead of 7, you know. It's the knife on the sink. Like, could go back for another draft. But yeah, I really liked our last opponent's deck. I think that one was a really cool one. Squall?
I had to go use the restroom, and I can see that the final game didn't go so hot at the end, huh?
Kenrith was on the board.
Yep. And kept dealing with things that you can deal with it as well.
So...
Squall.
Squall.
Squall's kind of neat. Also cornered by Black Mages.
Yeah, no, I love cornered by Black Mages. This is the thing. This is like my favorite card in the set. I'm gonna be real with you.
I totally get it, honestly. I earnestly do. Like, I would not begrudge you for picking it over Squall.
I know that, like...
It's the last weekend of the set. Yeah. Follow your heart.
I want to get some...
I agree.
It sucks. I think Squall is quite good.
Yeah, it's fun and cool, too.
This is one of my favorites in the format by a long shot.
All right, then let's also grab that Sorcerer Schemes and just go for it.
Just make it happen for one of our
Let's do it again.
Turn. I see a Brainstorm. I'm gonna note the power things in here. Dragoon's Lance. Whoever I want to move off of white-black. Somebody else could fight.
Yeah, someone else can get the, Squall and Gabranth, like, back to back and feel like, oh my god, I'm the most powerful. Yeah, and Walker's also great. Lightning Lone Commando.
Attacking causes a trigger to go off.
Hacking. So that's like... I mean... The person who just grabbed Squall.
Yeah, I was saying, the person who just grabbed Squall. Like, what does doubling Squall do?
It makes it so that you can put 4 creatures on the board in one turn.
No. It only doubles the attack trigger. The double strike
right.
handoff.
Okay, never mind.
And you have to attack alone to get it, so you can't hand it off to... Final Days.
Opera Love Songs or Final Days?
Final Days wants us to
Final
have
Days
more
is
mill stuff. It's bodies that are a spell. Saw a second Gabranth there. Hit normal combat damage, first strike damage, first or strike damage, and you know.
Last strike. That's a thing that exists.
Thunder. Ooh, I
Thunder.
really like Garland, but Thunder. Maybe Garland can come back around. Maybe nobody will be in the black red, and we'll be able. This is so late. It would be like second to last. The last pick we're getting out here is Stolen Uniform in a Mountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
The goal here is to kill everything that everyone has, and then just kill them by, pinging them to death.
Hello.
Choco Comet.
Ooh,
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. I love
We're cooking with gas.
So,
Chocobo gas.
Good thing here is that Choco Combat with Sorcerer's Schemes means, like, in a long-term game, we can just fireball you a few times and the game ends. You know, like.
Yep.
Reason I picked Fang, I didn't talk about Fang, but I picked Fang because flashback cards leave your graveyard. I'll pick up Blazing Bomb.
Blazing Bomb's fine. Yeah.
We've got Schemes, we got Final Days, we got Thunder Magic already, so Blazing Blom.
Blazing Blom.
The Blazing Blom. This is the second lock we've seen going around.
Yes. Okay. Now we're talking. Lightning Bolt.
A card named Lightning Bolt with Schemes, which gives you a red mana for no reason. For no particular
reason.
reason.
We're playing Burn.
That's right.
Our format.
That's right. That tells me red is the most wide. I'm taking the Sahagin. Sorry, I'm gonna make sure we're option
just gonna rip
selected.
up Kefka in the next stack in the next pack anyway.
But like, look at this already screams like if the black, like, say the black doesn't show up because the person on our left is sitting in Squall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This player to your left is sitting in Squall, Gabranth, and Gabranth.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. The blue is pretty open.
Okay.
Literally, Brainstorm is in this pack.
Yeah. If I get to play Brainstorm and Lightning Bolt in the draft. Okay, hold on. I know that Baron's also here, and that is also a pretty big bit, but Lightning. The reason nobody's picking Lightning is because
there's not that many actual triggers for it in this format, and she's 3 colors.
Yeah. Okay.
Saz,
Suplex, Quistis.
I like the idea of continuing to remove red from the packs.
Yeah. The thing with Lightning is that there's just not a lot of cards that have an attack trigger for you to want to copy in this. What are you?
Sin, I guess, would be pretty good to copy.
In your 5-color.
Yeah, exactly. In your 5-color deck.
Yeah, Saz is broken in a very powerful 4-drop that gets you a fat Chocobo to follow up. I'm just gonna keep with removal pile. Ooh, hello. Circle of Power. Sahagin again, but Black Mage's Rod, Marlboro, Sahagin, Village.
Yep. We are kind of just still hovering between blue and black, and while these cards are very good, they're not really fully directing us one way or another, so it kind of really depends on what just follows up afterwards.
Yeah, I love Circle of Power for giving us draw to make up for the single target, removal, draw, more removal, things like that.
I agree.
I think I value some of the fixing lands pretty highly to maybe make this 3 colors. It's possible. We could pull off.
Yeah. I'm just saying, when you open up Kefka into 3, it'll be all the too easy. Nibelheim of Flame requires us to have a creature.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Even if it's just Blazing Bomb or Sahagin or Fang. Also, it's competing with very little. This is actually a pretty low impact. Would have liked
The
some
player to your left sent that Gabranth over.
Yeah.
So they don't need a third one.
They might not
That's
need
what
the
I'm
third
feeling
one.
about that.
All right, let's try to find some bodies to make Nibelheim the Flame look better. Dragoon Wyvern? Laguna? Laughing Mad. I love Dragoon Wyvern for just like being enough of a board.
It's two guys
to compete.
It being two guys is inherently quite nice.
I am leaning towards the blue because the black is
Okay,
here.
but what if you opened up like another corner by black mages?
That would change my mind pretty well, but right now we're opening more Thunder Magic. All right, Checo. Look, what I want is Shantoto. Let's be real. Revelation Warrior Sword.
I'm also
is
leaning.
Not bad.
That's true.
Okay, that sounds ridiculous. Is Warrior Sword can't be better than the Wyvern here, right? Like that's
not without Shantoto already. I
like,
think.
Yeah, here's all the Wyverns we wanted last time.
For what it's worth, you already have tons of 4-mana spells.
I care about it as more of a body for Nibelheim of Flame.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh man, yeah. You cut the fuck out of red. Red is yours.
Okay. So I'm wondering about Schemes 2, because Schemes 2 lets you do the nonsense bullshit.
Crimes.
Yeah.
Schemes 2 is absolutely criminal last card.
But also, like, Combat Tutorial, Dragon's Wyvern, and Thunder Magic all here. It's not 5 comments, it's infinite comments, Popper.
Yeah, because Sorcerer Schemes can grab the other Sorcerer Schemes.
Yeah.
Schemes.
That's why I think that... Okay. Well,
okay, now you get your Warrior Sword.
I'm sorry.
Or Labman, if you just want to play Labman for, like, the 4th time.
Alright, let's get a Warrior Sword. Circle of Power is one that I will consider on the side here. We're not a random counter deck. We're not a haste deck. We're not going to be a Sage's Newell deck either, but...
Crossroads Village?
Yeah, this fixes in case we want the third color in here, too.
Yeah.
We actually might be more of a Rapier deck with... Okay. Back 3.
Noctis. Black Waltz.
So Noctis, Anima.
Black Waltz is just like a double wizard, right? He deals 2 instead. Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking between, like... Hell, Queen Braun with our support in here is not bad either.
With your removal suite is so good that Braun might actually be legit. Like, Braun is... We talked about this when we last played with Braun. Braun's a really bad card until you reach a, like, specific point, and then she's suddenly really good.
Yeah. Also, that would keep me from wanting to play the black. The Sentinel is also... Queen Braun will come back is actually a really good point.
That's a good point. Genuinely.
That's a really good point. I'm going to take the Sentinel to keep us alive.
She's definitely a low priority red card to be picking up.
Okay.
Pronto? Or, Mountain Chocobo and Retrieve the Esper are so good.
I'm thinking about Mountain Chocobo because I think
Mountain Chocobo. Yeah, you've got you want to get more lands on the field.
Fixing is an option too. I'm thinking about the Choco because, like, we want to keep playing these big mana for continuous plays.
Yeah.
Black Waltz again, Combat Tutorial.
They probably pick Tutorial over the Black Waltz.
Yeah. Again, the Sephiroth's Intervention is actually one of the cards we would splash on Black as well. That's not like I'm hard up for removal. Let's be...
And also, technically, being able to pump up a single creature does make, Nibelheim of Flame better as well.
True.
The combat tutorial also, if maybe you don't want... Oh, Ultros.
Oh, ooh, I saw Ice Magic here, but having Ultros as a spender is really good. This This is gonna table because
Yeah, it's
this doesn't do anything. But having Ultros as another early drop that is like a commanding piece when we start making our 4s is gonna be really nice.
Mhm.
Okay. A lot of black hanging out in here. Light of Judgment is one of those that I would be fine having one of as like a removal spell that triggers our big things. Fixing Peace looks good. We have a couple more packs where we're getting new cards, so let's see what we get. Okay, Retrieve the Esper. Hello.
Reaver's good.
Yeah,
Solid.
That's bodies. Lionheart would also be playable.
Lionheart would actually be fine, yeah, for us.
If I wasn't like, I want some bodies that finish things up. And, like, this is a good set of that.
Stuck in the Summer's Sanctum, Warrior's Sword, Laughing Mad.
Yeah. I already have one Laughing Mad, so I'm not huge on a second.
True.
We don't have a Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum, and that would be the reason to pick that, is because that, like, answers threats we can't.
It answers some cards better than actually just killing them.
2 more shots at Shantoto showing up here. Oh boy.
Or Red-Blue Fixing, or another Dragoon's
Wyvern,
Wyvern, or
third.
another Warrior's Sword.
Yeah, 3rd Wyvern. Oh, we're not getting anything back out of this one, too.
Yeah, it's a shame.
We already have, like, a deck here. Let's make the mana on the deck better.
Fair.
We only need to make...
The other thing I'm glad that we picked up the combat tutorial over, for what it's worth, is to specifically replace the Circle of Power, the ley lines. Yep, Ron came back.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep. And, like, Syncopate is also, like, pretty real for this deck, but I want to try and play Queen Braun in this... Hi, how you doing? Okay.
I think this is the setup in which Braun is good, when you have just 5 million removal pieces and the ability to
obviously
just make infinite black mages because of it.
Obviously Vector if we were doing more of the black here if I wanted to play that Circle of Power, but like I think I'm actually a little better keeping this in 2 colors.
I like this in 2 colors. So, like, the only format that Balam is playable in on Arena is Brawl, right?
Yeah. And, like, it wasn't on Arena, I think, before that, so, you know.
True.
Okay. So, building up. I don't think Magic Tamper's for us, because we don't have, like, terribly high impact... Like, we don't have a Shantoto we're protecting, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, that's what I think of when I think of that card.
I actually really love this deck.
Put the second Retrieve in, and... Prima Vista as a... This is like...
I don't think so.
This is a... We have a lot to turn this on if we wanted just, like, a consistent threat.
True. And I guess also it's it is not one that people are going to be like prioritizing removal of.
Yeah. So many little things. Red Mage's Rapier would also be a fine... have Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum in case a Kenrith shows up again. Dragoon's Wyvern for it.
Now that's a curve when it's a hand pointing up with the thumb nubbing out. On 6.
Dragoon Wyvern with the Permavista, that's also true. Don't hate Red Mage's Rapier with the spell suite we have either. That isn't a bad look. Obviously creature count's low in a deck like this, it's gonna be.
It's actually 3 higher though. Sorry, 4 higher though, if I remember right, because.
All right. Brainstorm in this deck is weaker. We only have a couple things that actually like move through a Brainstorm. It's like an Ice Flan, and more importantly, it would be like Call them out in Chocobo to like shuffle something away. But like, it also like is a card that lets us dig for a lot of these specific cards we have that can get out of.
Yeah,
like,
it lets you dig through the
corners.
top 3 of your deck, which is quite nice.
Okay. Crossroads Village. Yeah. The worst thing we can do is not hit 4. That's the killer of the blue-red deck. It's 41 cards? Did I... oh, because it didn't...
accidentally not...
Good call, because it didn't auto-remove the land when I added in that... because the idea was I added in that land and it didn't auto-remove. Why does it turn off the auto-remove like that? That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, this should be 7, 7, 3. Double-checking. Land 17. Okay.
Almost exactly between the two as well.
Yeah. Okay. This will be fun. I like our like we just have a lot of consistency like the pieces in here. We don't have any of the like huge breakers. Like we don't have Emperor Shantoto for the uncommon pieces that like are some of the pieces that push this deck, but we also just have a lot of interactive elements. I'm very happy with that. I think
you have at least one piece of mass removal as well, which I think is important because it's not just like solely one creature at a time focus. When there's a not insignificant amount of in this format where just killing one thing won't actually be the best.
Sheeps. Cool. All right. Dog, sweet.
End up at like 5 cards in, like 5 cards in the pack. There were 5 cards they preferred to pick over Lightning Bolt.
So we obviously want to draw land 4 pretty bad. We have a lot of plays on 4 where we just get to continue making threats.
It's land 4.
It's land 4.
We can't complain about it. Legally, we can't complain that that's land 4.
We can't. I would complain if that was Crossroads. Then I could. Because I'm the one who made that change at the end. Okay. Boy, howdy, they've got...
Okay, now you can leave up Thrum and play one of these.
They have enough towns where that's too much of a problem in my mind. Like, they could draw for, like, 3 or 4 mana.
Oh, we can swing into that.
Okay.
Why did they do that instead of blocking with the Wyvern and the Sentinel? I guess they want to keep the Sentinel on, I guess. Guarantee that instead of getting...
Yeah, because there's a chance I would just kill the Sentinel there. And like...
Yeah, I just feel like, keeping the Wyvern would have been better of those two.
Oh,
but...
yeah. White, uh-oh. Quistis stealing my bolt?
Lightning Bolt. Yeah. Killing a Dragoon's Wyvern.
Which is very good because it exiles the bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this doesn't have flashback, so we can't get it back with Sorcerer's Schemes.
Correct. Two cards left.
Nice.
If they play another land, they get their Sentinel on, but we can, like, block and crack. T-Rexar?
T-Rexar?
Sure.
Honestly, not that threatening to what we have.
Tapped land.
Red. Black. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Lie to your opponent.
Yeah, lie to your opponent. You know it. You love it. Lie to your opponent. Like, they played theirs on white. What if that was a lie? Damn, Revelation's pretty good here. Just like as a... Okay, 2 lands gone.
Yeah, selection.
Yeah, because that flipped 2 of their draws. Oof.
Okay, schemes. We don't have anything that we want to grab with schemes yet, right?
Not immediately. We could grab, like, Retrieve the Esper and, like, start doing that, but...
Yeah, you need to go really wide for that to be particularly good. I think equipping Sword to the 5/5 might be a good idea.
If I attack with the 5/5, they block with Balam Rexar and, like, Scorpion Sentinel. We could just equip Scorpion Sentinel and go in. They would trade with Balam Rexar.
Yeah, my thought on it is purely just simplifying the board down a bit.
Like, we'll ask for this trade. It's even in mana, but it's better, like, in full material. Sure, I'm not terribly worried about Thief's Knife here. You don't have an evasive creature to make that work. Nice. Alright. We have enough to full kick this. Yeah, so... We traded a 2-drop for a 6-drop, but we did put 5 mana into it, so it's like even on the full of the... So I will do this
Just
because...
blow them out with Thunder Magic.
Yes. Okay.
They're just taking 5. That makes sense as well, actually.
Yeah. So they have a couple cards in the end they haven't been playing, and they have a lot of lands. We're not in Arden's stage, and they didn't get triple black off their thing, so I don't think Arden's a card I need to worry about in this match.
I don't think so either.
But the thing is that they have been making land drops, and they, like, on draws, and I think that like, they must have, like, some, especially, like, if they're not using Resentful Revelation here. I think they've got something.
They are playing white, blue, black, green. They're just only not playing red.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go in with the 5/5 again. Well.
Want to get another 5/5?
Yeah. Counterspell?
They have 5 towns. They have a lot of towns.
Yeah.
So Omega is almost
okay,
certainly in this.
This
deck.
is great because they didn't catch Sorcerer's Schemes with this. Like, that's fine. And that also makes sense why they didn't tap low for the Revelation. They wanted to leave it with Counterspell.
Yeah.
If they ever tap for the Revelation, that's when we know they're out of juice, you know? Juice is
There's
found.
Omega. That's tap for 5.
Good news.
And that's going to be reaching Thunder Magic for 8, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, cost 7, but
Yeah.
deals 8.
I will.
Double block, right?
Yeah,
100%.
I want to get these off the board. Also, spending the Thunder Magic, as we know, is really, like, fine for... Oh, my God. Well, later. Obviously, right now, we have bigger...
Yeah.
Zorch! No attacks. I'll leave
Rare...
3/3 back.
Rarely seen case of Thundaga, because you
Yep.
rarely play that in this format.
What the fuck is this one?
At the beginning of your combat's come, pay X life where X is the number of opponents that were dealt damage this turn. Suffers intervention R3/3. It's a little annoying because that means that our, good Nibelheim of Flame target is dead, but I guess we probably can just wait out the 4 turns of stun.
Yeah. I'm breathing the board here.
Yeah.
Wait.
Can you...
Yeah, they hit us for damage. 2 toughness, 2 toughness, 2 toughness.
Yeah. When you cast the Nibelheim of Flame, it's going to turn into a 2/2. That's fair.
Sure. Okay. Thanks, Mom. Resentful revelation flashback, obvious. That threw...
So yeah, you turned Nibelheim of Flame into burning town, the town of the burning a mist.
Yeah, the burning instead of... Vane's treachery, get rid of the bomb. Okay. Well, TikTok.
I guess equip the Sorcerer's Sword to your tapped guy. Warrior Sword? I think it said Sorcerer's Sword, which is correct in this format for your deck, but...
So I'm just gonna go...
Schemes does let us pull from Exile, but only if the card has flashback, which means we could use it to grab, retrieve the Esper.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get threats going.
Yeah.
Side quest. Okay, this will flip. They have well...
useful thing about this, too, is that Nibelheim of Flame now does not discard the Sorcerer Schemes
yes,
when we flash back.
Hidden down there. So the card collector...
It is a vehicle for what it's
Yeah.
worth. With no creature on the field, they can't actually do anything with it.
Interesting.
Well, they discarded one, so they have Shiva.
Okay.
So we're going to have continuously tapped creatures.
Yeah.
Joker Comet. Pretty good to get, I think.
I think I'm just blasting Shiva off the board here.
I agree with you.
Like, I don't... Do I go upstairs? I don't think so.
The last time we did that, it did cause problems for the game that we played it
I
in.
think I want to get there. Like, we're going to be getting our 5/5 back pretty soon here.
Yeah. And this 3/3 is also just going to untap because Shiva doesn't...
Our grave is still full of goodies. They can get us for 4 or 5 in the air. Holy fuck.
Yuna. Okay.
Okay, so Shiva's back. Because Yuna and Step picks up a summon.
Yep.
That makes the white splash make sense.
Yep.
Okay, we're getting restunned.
Okay, so you Nibelheim of Flame on your 5/5 that's tapped.
Yeah, I don't like losing my board here, but we need to kill Yuna.
Yeah, you do need to get rid of their 2 big creatures here.
No, we're short.
Yeah.
I was looking at it too. All right.
How many cards do we have left in deck?
14 to their 7.
Endwalker, Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How many more haymakers can you have left? As many as I've got removal spells, you know? I can just Nibelheim a Flame again if it need be. That town's burning down.
This
Fight on!
Come on!
Okay.
That's... Oh, that means we have to go grab Thunder Magic instead.
And also we get tapped down forever again.
Yeah.
This thing's so annoying. I want to draw Suplex for it so bad.
Problem is Nibelheim's not going to work on Ultima.
Yeah. Okay. Then we Endwalker. There it is.
There's Suplex.
2 back on top.
Okay.
And then we... I know we can exile Omega as well, so.
Yeah, so you can grab that with schemes to do that. That's cheaper than going for the full thing, and also gets rid of them permanently, so this can't happen again.
All right, then we're gonna shuffle.
You need at least one guy back to. You need at least 2. You need 2 guys back, guaranteed.
Let's get the 6 damage in. The other thing we have against our opponent, by the by, 5 cards in deck.
Yep. They are actually outdrawing us.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
All right, so obviously put you in the hole, gain the 6 back.
This Magitech armor is sorry. Which one was frozen at the start of Final Fantasy 3? It was the Magitech armor, right? It wasn't Valagramanda? Like
Okay.
we could stick it in the Summoner Sanctum, actually. That's another way to get rid of it, right?
Yes. I'm fine with that.
Like, there is, theoretically, they get rid of our stuck, but it's still tapped. So we have a turn to react to it if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because they can't react to it on this turn, they're tapped out entirely.
No, if they Lab Maniac us, they would have to draw a card on the turn with it. We can deal with that as long as we keep our...
Yeah.
This is me just thinning the deck. Okay.
Getting rid of all
So
of our mountains.
2 cards in hand. Fat Chocobo. Okay.
Chocobo. Okay.
Equip.
As far as creatures go, one of the better ones they could have at this point. But we still have... We can just make our own 5/5, so that's not that big of a deal either.
How many lands are in the grave? 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 14. You've got like 2 or 3 real cards remaining.
One of those could be Sin. They're in the
Yeah,
right colors for it.
It's true. This was never untapping.
Nope.
So there's
Game
one of
will
the
end
lands.
before that untaps.
Okay. Trade. Re-equip.
Hey, Braun. You're a little late. If they want to draw and discard against us, isn't that totally fine? Oh yeah, just kill them with Trigger Com. It makes sense.
Like, the reason I did that before casting spells to make Sahagan unblockable is because I didn't want them to remember that also. Like, much like everyone else forgetting, I just wanted that to be like the secret.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had 3 cards left in deck. We clearly look at, like, this is this is something we've seen a lot more.
We beat this. I just want to point out that you beat an opponent playing, 4-color kind of greed stuff, basically 1-to-1 with all of your cards, and you came out ahead, which is a good sign on this deck.
Yeah. Didn't forget about Comet.
I think the thing is, a powerful part of your deck is the fact that it's actually technically like 50 cards. Just 10 of them are fake, and they don't exist until later.
Nibelheim, just as Nibelheim as we could. All right, we got
as Ultros, Kalamogan, Chocobo, and Warrior's Sword.
Dr. 125.
Born in the year 19125.
Okay. This is a slow start, but like we have the 4 and we have Ultros. Okay.
And they're having a slow start as well, which I think is...
Yeah. This is something that gets Thunder Magic if they have it. No? Okay. They have something. Maybe ice? Maybe they were on ice instead. Ooh, combat tutorial.
Combat tutorial raw as just divination.
Alright,
Suddenly the only thing you have is double red, I think, and there's no double blue.
I'm still willing to put the Fear of God into them. I realize that has, like, real cost.
Just telling them, hey, we might just slam down Kefka at any time. You have no way to knowing that.
So here's the difference. We control Ultros and they don't. Like...
Yep. So, like, we play this, that's tapped and stunned for a turn. We just get to stun one thing per turn for the rest of the game, basically.
Yes. And now we're, like, ahead. I can use Choco Comet as a removal spell for one thing and stun another. I can...
Yeah.
Oh, here's all their friends.
Oh, shit!
Okay. Speaking of... I think I want to keep the front foot here.
Hmm?
Who are we shooting? Ultros?
Probably Ultros. Even though Sahagan's the one that kills you. Ultros, however, lets him kill you easier. Lets him kill you easier because, yeah. Don't tease the octopus, kids.
Yeah, this sucks. I could do this for 1 and play the Scorpion Sentinel, but I wouldn't get the Ultros trigger.
True. That's rough.
This is more important. I'm also going to tap your Sahagan to maximize damage here.
Swing in for 6. With the schemes and the Choco Comet in particular, reducing their health total down as much as possible.
So
is very
5.
powerful.
Do you have like a Shiva? If you just have another like light, ooh, 1 mana removal. Effective. That's a reasonable play. All right, I want to play Call the Mountain Chocobo.
Let's you swing in with the Chocobo that you're going to get. Or rather, the other Chocobo.
Yes. And then... yeah.
Sentinel post-combat, and then you can actually make sure Sentinel is a set 4/4 the turn after.
Yeah. More likely I'll use Combat Tutorial on next turn, because then we can, like, do the Combat Tutorial plus a 4. Most likely. This deck's objective seems to extract the most value of every card you can. Yeah, we are.
Yeah. We're
Tella.
playing synergistic cards.
Oh.
Tella. Okay. You know, that means that Ultras can turn into, what is it, a 10-9 next turn? If you wanted to?
This one's 7.
No,
and
8. Right, it requires 8. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah.
I could go for the card draw, but now I'm a lot less wanting to do that because I want you off the table that badly.
I mean, 4 also lets you get the Sahagan tapped down, and then you can swing for a lot.
Yeah, we could go for the combat tutorial, but like that's not real.
At this point, are they just dead post-combat here to basically Sorcerer Schemes into Choker Combat? Not yet, but very close.
If we do that like in a post-combat, we don't have like we would have to like untap with it in hand. Because schemes cost 4, we lose a bunch of mana to do that. If I draw an untapped land, we can Sorcerer's Schemes, pick up, okay, we forced Leviathan.
Leviathan?
By the way, guess who's up?
Yeah, he's an octopus.
Ward 2?
Well, that means you can still target him.
Yeah.
Man, Ultros was such a good pickup for this deck. I think it's really funny that the auto tapper chose to not tap the black.
Again, we could like... I could try to extract some value out of Brainstorm here. But like...
Hagen is a merfolk, so they still get to draw a card if
Yeah.
that attacks it.
Yeah. I will not block. Like, you can have your card, thanks. It's fine. No blocks. You need to earn killing my board. It's the best Ultros. Ultros is so good in this deck as, like, forward progress. Queen.
LeBron.
Okay.
Problem is that, like, if you just combat tutorial, you win, don't you? Basically. And technically, you win on board. You don't even need to do that. Lots of ways you can just win here, it turns out. Like, you just outvalued them consistently this whole time. The fact that they did not play something on 2 is kind of what killed them, I think.
Yeah, you're right. We were doing the same thing, but their 2 was not... This shows what I meant about how, like, the tempo of the deck is the deck.
Yeah.
Uh...
If they had Ultros first because they were on the play,
like,
then we would be in their position right now.
There was that turn on, like, 5 where they played Ultros Sahagin. And I'm very glad they drew those late, because...
I think Sahagin on turn 2 would not have, you know, fixed this game in their favor, but I think Ultros on turn 2 absolutely would have.
Yeah. You can't win the game if your first real play is on 4, as your VOD watch has shown it's true. You gotta be doing things. And, like, this deck loves to be playing 4s, but you gotta be playing the things before 4. Yeah, uh-huh.
Nice. Fantastic.
Yeah, we have.
Let's go. I actually think the only card in our deck that turns on Ultros is if we do Choco Meteor for 8.
For 8, which you can do. Deck has it.
You can.
Alright. So we have, like, legal... They're gonna... Yeah, I would say they're just gonna remove Sahagin here, which was a good thing to do. I don't want to cycle this Flan. I'd kind of want a threat. We have enough land.
Can you call something that comes down on 6 a threat?
A little bit.
Okay. I mean, you don't want to leave Sahagin alive either.
That's more important.
But do you want to spend the... Yeah.
Do you have Thunder? What do you have a stop here for? What is
Nibelheim backside is 6.
7.
7.
5 red.
Is 6 plus 1.
Yes, 5 red. Okay, so they have something
6
here.
is a lot like 7, just minus 1.
Interesting. I actually might cycle the Flan. Resto Magic, I'm thinking they would have used. They could have had Thunder? Oh. So they just knew, let's... Sure. Tapped land. My gut tells me I actually now do want this. I've changed my mind.
Okay. That's actually not bad for us to be able to just dig in for stuff. Thinking about maybe putting the island back, though.
Let's see what's up there. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's learn what the next couple turns look like. Okay. Okay. We need to leverage sorcery.
As long as we have a creature on the board, I think it's totally fine to be drawing these lands running.
Yeah. I now miss my flan, but we wouldn't have drawn the brainstorm had I not shuffled. So 6 and 1, half a dozen of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So we are now, like, for the next couple turns, we're gonna. One of the things I like here is that making our land drops every turn is important for, like, what I am perceiving this match to be, which is, like, you know, opponent doing also control things. So I want to be able to, like, be able to make big plays. We're looking.
I'm hoping that our deck being more focused in on the two colors will make it more consistent and pay out in the long run.
Yeah, they're double color on everything. They're not, you know, hurting. UFO? Okay.
A Bufo.
I'm thinking about
2 towns on the field, so
about
I can swing it as a 2/4.
I'm thinking about just suplexing that.
Yeah.
The reason
also, that does let them ramp out ahead of you a little bit too. So,
well, lets me get in here too, and like also using the suplex isn't actually using the suplex because if they say they play like armaments, which is like what like a threat like that, we can just recur the suplex a lot.
Yeah.
I also can just sorcerer schemes for brainstorm if we wanted to like continuously dig, but that's not where we're at right now.
Not yet.
Anyway. We're living in a... I like where we're at. I want our opponent to have, like, 1 land, 2, like, removals. Like, 1 land, 1 threat, 1 removal spell. And then, like, we match up fine with that because, like, token trades with their token. And schemes is a lot of value. Ooh, okay.
Nice. Okay.
That's pretty good in this position. They can leverage that for... Okay, they like the card too. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Schemes for Brainstorm is like a panic mode move. That's not a real move in my mind. It doesn't stop it.
No, because it's the other way around.
Right. I don't know that I care. Okay. Light of Judgment is feeling like a missing card in this deck now. Thinking about how I best want to deal with this now. So, couple lines. We could grab the suplex back and get the katana out of here. We could pick up the thunder magic and just have that at the ready again.
Give me that.
This leaves the
Get
1/1.
Get out of here.
But, like, I'd rather leave the 1/1 than, like, the equipment, I think, in this instance. We're at a pretty high life total, and, like, the threat of, like, a hasted thing, like, 5 turns from now, where, like, all of a sudden we take 6 out of nowhere, or, like, Titus comes down and attacks, and we're not ready for that. We're finally out of the brainstormed locked position. We're also empty-handed. We're looking for, like, pretty higher impact things here. Honestly, like, a lot of non-land. A lot of non-land, and then we're just fine. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. I think they've still got a decent amount of gas. Okay. Discarding the gold saucer.
At least dig for
Shoot.
gas.
Okay. I believe that Gold Saucer tells me Edgar is a card in their deck.
Probably, yeah.
Like, Edgar... Because, like,
As
Edgar...
one of the only cards in the format that flips coins.
But also, like...
Yeah.
But also, like, some... With the... That's a perfect draw. That's such a good-looking draw right there. You can syncopate for 3. I've got that, so... I love this because this lets me continuously make my land drops still.
Yeah. Also, like... At this point, we have 8 mana available to us, which means that in our deck somewhere, if we draw something of 1 card, they just need to be at 6 to lose.
Yes. Okay, I'm cool trading. I'm cool having the board be open. They did a ton of cycling that turn. They now have, I think, you know, this hand is all brand new. So
Yeah.
we're going to be seeing some real stuff out of our opponent that we're going to need to, you know.
Probably all gas, too.
Yeah, I'm guessing half and half. Like, they have 10 lands. Their deck has 7 left. We have 8 lands. Our deck has, yeah, like, ooh, that's powerful. What do you want with that? Our schemes? I would grab our schemes if I were them.
Importantly, that gets rid of it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's the thing. It
Because
gets a way to
exiles
get rid of
targets
our
them.
exiled flashback cards. Yeah.
I think you get rid of the schemes and then you pick up maybe your Laughing Mad from exile or a removal spell. So, you know, just suplex back. That's pretty dang good. That's a nice.
They might just skip and just grab our suplex. I don't know. I think the best thing
Oh,
they could do.
we're just
Okay,
grabbing
they just
Bolt?
grab the bolt.
Interesting.
All right.
I really thought cutting off our schemes. Well, that cuts off our bolt, I suppose. Right?
Yeah, it does exile bolt from our graveyard, so we can't actually grab it ever again.
Yeah, we no longer
But
have bolt.
I
their
do
face
think
as
I
a-
agree with you. Schemes into like
I interpret
suplex is
I
what I would
interpret
do.
this match as a very heavy like this is long-term advantage.
Yeah, this is a control v control matchup, and you're both trying to get as much value out of your cards as possible.
You know, we're tutoring a bunch of lands. I'm fine going in. If they trade with Quistis, that's Quistis. Like, the board empty, I think, values us currently a little more. The bomb on board's really nice. The biggest worry I have out of our...
Well, we have a way to get rid of
We have
that.
a way to get rid of them. We're going to have to immediately, I think. We can't let...
They are tapping specifically...
Because they might have a white spell off the top. Like...
Yeah.
Okay.
We've not seen what their white is for yet, have we?
No. But
Yeah.
that implies cheap.
Yep. Might just be Resto Magic then. Like, it's single white. Like, that's the...
Yeah.
If they're playing a blue-red deck heavily that's able to splash white and a spell that specifically can cast for higher values, then that's one that makes an amount of sense. I'm sure it's not just Restoration Magic. I'm sure they
Okay,
have some other stuff too.
spending Thunder Magic to make sure that we can't bolt Shantoto. We can't use that on Shantoto. That won't do it.
Yeah, she'll still draw cards.
So we pick up our Thunder Magic.
Syncope can only be cast for 0, so we are free of counterspell except for Resto Magic.
Hold on, make sure I did the right note on that. +3, Thundara. Okay.
All right.
So the thing that's worst here is that we're out of engines. Having to spend that means we no longer have any, like, response cards. I just have this Summoner Sanctum. Okay.
Which is fine on that, if nothing else. Although you don't necessarily need to play it on that yet.
Yeah. Oh my.
Okay.
Thank goodness we haven't been giving them, like... Oh, now they've got... I'm sorry, did you decline?
They declined both times. They want to keep their card. Huh.
Scary.
Yeah, so what is this one card in their hand that they like actually wanted to keep that bad?
Well, here's the thing. Even if it's one card you want to keep, 13 in library, like, that has... The only reason you decline on a loot is that the card in your hand is A, best possible,
Yeah.
and you don't have any flashback cards you'd want to throw in the grave. So, like, you know, because, like, say they have a Laughing Matter or Dreams of Laguna in the deck, they could just, you know, like...
So what would that be in blue, red, white? I guess is the question.
Maybe they don't have it. The fact that they cycled this land tells me they might actually not have that.
Well, then why didn't they loot?
Okay, Sage's no. This lets them loot.
Yeah, Absolute Virtue, I guess, would be the best. Wouldn't it?
We'd have to Thunder Magic Absolute Virtue down.
Yeah.
Maybe they're worried about deck size then. Alright. Putting one of you in the Sanctum. Untap target attacking creature, so we're fine. But, like, right now, I think we need to preserve a little bit of life total when we're in a position like this. The attack is free, so they will do it. We are looking for a non-land draw. Okay.
It is a non-land draw.
Okay. That opens up some wild top decks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there any reason to play him on this turn?
I think so, because
He's
the
not a body on the field.
because the cards we're likely to draw, like, could be double casting things.
True.
Like, holding Ultros removes Big Choco Comet as an option off the top.
Yeah. Fair.
We have dumped one scheme, not both. We have a scheme left.
Yeah.
We have one scheme in exile. We don't have the other. Choco Comet for 1 million is, you know, a thing that would do it. Tapped land, and what's your last card? Okay, obvious equip to me.
Keeps on showing up late.
Choco Comet is a possible card for them to have.
And that would be worth keeping, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. They could hit us for 10 right now. It's lethal. Use that. If you have it, kill it. If they have it, kill us. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
That, like, I'm glad we finally puzzled out what the card was. Like,
why
would
it make sense at this point?
like what could they possibly be holding? It's like, well, you know, The card that kills you. Yeah. We got into the, like, that was a, like, weird value game where neither of us were doing anything real. If it was Absolute Virtue, they slam Absolute Virtue onto the table to kill us in 2 turns. Like, especially with us at, like, 17. They were on enough mana to play it. And, like, we're empty-handed. Like, there's no world where... If you're that worried about a removal spell off the top of your opponent's library, killing your 8/8 bomb... I don't know if Magic... You can't play Thoughtseize anymore. You know, like... That's at some point, you gotta call the bluff. And maybe the bluff is nothing. Who could say? This deck's sweet. Glad we fought kind of us. Sure. This is a Queen Brawn hand. Oh my. Okay. Raubon gets a hit in. Raubon gets me for it, it's fine. I will go directly for the arm.
Come on, no creature on 3.
That's close enough. I don't respect that enough to, like, suplex it. So next turn I have Esper active, or I just have Suplex the blocker in. You know? How about Suplex the blocker? They're not gonna let me in, though.
So maybe make a 3/3 is better?
You know what?
Yeah, and they can choose to block either of these, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, Braun, you know, she traded for a 1/1 technically, but
Alright. Holy shit. Alright.
that is a beefy ass Steiner. Well, we're about to run the deck out of gas, though.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have Ice Flan soon too. You get to block the Samurai's Katana right now.
Or you can just kill the 3/3.
True.
Or the Katana itself. I kind of want the body off the board if they have this much equipment. I don't want them to have anything available. So, any draw is real, and they're on top deck. Okay, item shop.
Pretty much the entire your entire deck is real right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're just gonna equip again on this item shop keep. I think I'm cycling a Flan.
I get it, yeah, because that means Retrieve the Esper and Ice Flan are basically the same right now.
Yes.
It creates a 5/5 and stuns a creature, so
Yeah. The specific reason I'm here for cycling the Flan is because if we whiff on the turn, it's pretty bad. Okay. The whiff, by the way, was a tapped land, if that existed.
A tapped land or like Dragoon's Wyvern also would not have like been a major improvement.
So the big thing here, if they just have like one creature, Warrior Sword tap, get in, you know. So they're just dead.
Yep.
All right, no Steiner math, no math at all. Yeah, like there were a number of the small draws that like make that just look really horrible, and I'd rather just like if we can guarantee it,
I get
guarantee it. Thanks, Flan. Thanks, Ultros. Like, gotta say thanks to Ultros in this one. I gotta say, and I noob Cybot, oh.
Tobias Boone backwards.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems good to me.
You know what I'm thinking about, right? Like, I'm just sitting here thinking if I brainstorm on one, and that doesn't do anything, right? Like, that just does nothing.
But it gives you information.
Which doesn't mean anything because our turn is exactly the same.
It gives you information that you can't enact in any meaningful way, but it gives you the information.
It does give us the information. We could have the information. So, Gush is a card that has a whole book about play patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Brainstorm is a card that
another one that deserves it.
Yeah. They also wanted information. This is like Brainstorm.
It's like Brainstorm, but you know, they go into your grave, which is pretty good.
All right.
Can you imagine if Brainstorm just read draw 3 cards, discard 2?
So you might wonder why it's untapped land. The answer is Thunder Magic as a more important play here.
Okay.
Sure.
This is actually better in case they have Syncopate.
That's why I'm...
Yeah.
You got me, like, sitting there thinking about lines, and, you know, that's what I spend so much more time doing. You know, if we draw Lightning Bolt, they're dead, right?
Yeah. So, like, you wanna Brainstorm?
Okay.
They're not dead anymore, but...
We are gonna Brainstorm because we have a shuffle now.
Yeah.
So... Put these two back, shuffle.
Sure. You didn't actually select the Crossroads Village.
No, I'm sitting here just mentally thinking about a turn here. Okay. Irrelevant. Orb!
Or just play Ice Flan.
Yeah. Right? Like...
I suppose, yeah. You just get 2 because that's a land on top of your deck.
Is a 4/4? Thinking too much about... Yeah, we go with Flan. Yeah, we could call and shuffle a land. But this is a 5-power attacker.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, say they just play, like, a large body, which, by the way, they've just been... They haven't made anything on the first 4 turns here. So... You know? I think they've just got, like, I don't know, Choco Kick and a Dream.
Nothing specifically... This looks like Choco Kick to me.
No,
pick up something. And
Combat tutorial. Oh, I'm sorry. That can't be the world you're in at the life total you're at.
Traveling Chocobo.
Okay. This is a dead opponent.
Man, Ultros can really just destroy a board.
2 things I want to mention here, because I had a thought, and then when we saw our opener, I stopped it. You know, when this set came out, talked a lot about the different, like, deck archetypes, and I was so very low on what I perceived Blue-Red to look like in this set.
Blue-Red looked like it was a more restrictive version of what other Blue-Red sets have been like.
And I've said it in a couple streams, but I would like to state it for the record, like, you know, I'm sorry, I wasn't familiar with the game. I was so wrong on that call. Like, the power of a lot of the 4-cost plus spells that are bodies, that are spells, that are even sometimes removal, the power of the snowball sort of effect that the growing creatures like Sahagin have, and the power of a lot of the cards. One of the actual things about it in my mind is that usually an archetype like blue-red spells gets pillaged by all the other decks for its best cards. And don't get me wrong, Ice Magic, Fire Magic are cards that get pillaged. Not a lot of people are out there pillaging your 4-drop spells, your Call the Mountain Chocobo, your Esper, your Warrior Sword. There are decks that want them. Artifact deck likes the blue-white wants the Esper.
Gruul wants Call the Mountain Chocobo, but like...
And, like, you know, weapon decks will be fine with Sword, and even decks will be fine with it, but, like, you know, not. So, gotta give a formal apology. Blue-red, I've said it before, but I need to say it again. Damn.
Is one of the most fun formats there are, really, it feels like.
The other thing I want to mention, and this is something I think is much more of a, like, if I can teach you any one thing watching these, the one thing I want you to take away, this is something we saw in action earlier in this week with our opponent with Dion, and we saw here where just take, like, at the start of your turn, take, like, a second to look at your opponent's life total and see if they're killable. Like, just...
Yes.
Don't... Like, it's worth...
Really Dragon's Maze them, you know?
It's... Yeah, like, really, like, what's your life total? 17? Can I kill you? What... You know, like, just give it the thought. Give it the time of day. Like, even if, like... Because... You know, right there, if we don't notice the thunder magic in the grave, we can't actually kill with other lines. They would have to chump block, would still likely be dead, but they wouldn't be dead. So just, you know, take a look. It's worth having on your checklist. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one, opponent's life total check. Kyros 90, born in the year 1990. Okay, hold on.
Okay, it does have these 2 red cards.
These are double red, but they're double red.
They're
These
both
are
double
both
red.
double
That's
red.
True.
God, if
but you have Ultros and Sahagin. Most of your deck is still online.
I don't think this is keepable.
That's fair.
Like, this being double red is too high of a cost. Like, if one of these were a single red spell, that's a much different ask, but this is 5 cards, 2 blanks, which means a 6-card hand should look better.
It does.
Okay.
Sort of. It actually...
This is slow as hell.
It's slow as hell, but also I think a 5 looks worse.
Yeah, also Nibelheim
Even if
Flame.
it is playable.
Nibelheim Flame can make up for a slow as hell hand.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are we Choco commenting like for a body? What am I throwing back here then? This is a lot better because we have the red to cast the spells. We're keeping. Comet as a 2/2 for 2 is not like if our opponent's aggressive, that could be the line so that we can Nibelheim a Flame. I'm gonna put Esper back because removal, big removal, and Mountain Chocobo. Oof. Okay. Okay.
You gotta think hard about this one.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. That's a fantastic.
That does a lot to help. I'm not allowing that to stay.
That's you bolt that. That makes sense.
You know what they say about birds?
Yep.
We will indeed bolt them. Mountain Chocobo is quite good here. Like if we find land 4, if we find land 4, it finds land 5. You know, like, ooh, interesting. Yeah. And that's land.
There's land 4. Okay.
So they milled Circle of Power. That tells me that the card they kept was either like a color mana source is most likely, because Circle of Power is just a really powerful card. What do we got? I want something shockable. Genovo? That's not shockable. That's actually the worst. Don't do that one. Please ignore
don't
Oh!
Say that with... Oh, they had another one. Okay. Technically shockable?
It's gonna die to, like, Nibelheim a Flame as, like, a...
Yeah, of course. I'm joking.
Yeah, but you know what? You're right. It did come up the way we wanted. Alright.
So we can cast both halves of that, and that's beautiful.
Yep. Nibelheim of Flame is a real thing we could do next turn for, like, if they play another 2 toughness. I think I'm just hitting that with Choco Comet. Actually, no, yeah, we just Nibelheim a Flame here then, right?
We Nibelheim a Flame because we can just, pump the Choco. All right, so Sephiroth, who dies, who perishes tragically in the burning of Nibelheim.
Like, he walks dramatically into the flame and then falls over on fire.
Yeah.
We do get drained here.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
Yeah. Ow, oof, He just keeps making the, like, oof. He did canonically die that day, that's true. That's it. That's a joke, right?
That's casting Sephiroth's intervention on a Chocobo from Call the Mountain Chocobo. That's nothing. Yeah. We could just make another one. We had the mana to
and I'll do it again. So what's your hand look like?
I think...
I was gonna say Revelation. Like, this is like three deep nothings and 2 lands off the top, so they got a real... So,
they have 5 black available to them.
So the killer thing is... I don't want to... I could Comet them for 5. I don't...
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. We're not living in that world yet. All right.
What you're gonna do is Comet the Zodiarch for 5 that they're going to play.
No, you're not commenting Zodiarch. That one doesn't die. They're gonna land. They're gonna Arden, and I'm gonna.
Zodiarch have indestructible?
Zodiarch does have indestructible. Yes.
Oh, well, my bad.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say Arden, and I put a stop on their main to make sure they don't get to combat.
Yeah.
So this is funny. Chocobo!
Psycho token.
For whom do you...
Do you believe in Eorzea?
How glib.
Or whatever. I feel like the absolute worst soundboard gimmick in the world I could do at any given time is to just put the entire, like, thing on there. Like, just in chunks, so I could do various parts of it.
So I could overkill here, but this leaves up Thunder Magic and Stuck in the Sanctum. So, if they want to, like, respond... Oh! If they respond with Deadly Dispute, they counter the spell. That'd be strong. Is that what they've got? I think they would snap it if they had it. No, they're...
+2/+2.
Sure.
We can still just kill that with flipped flame, I guess.
Right. I'm not too worried about it. We want to keep the bird. I'm not going to block. Nibelheim of Flame is pretty important still for...
Yeah. We do need to have a creature on board for that to happen.
Okay, that's not going to happen.
That does not solve.
I mean, if we didn't, if we hadn't done it,
yeah.
If I hadn't kicked
did have
there,
to kick there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Someone who actually managed to stick around, maybe.
Two cards left in hand. I think they've got one live one. And they've got another, like, pump spell. Queen Broad. Also, by the way, Nibelheim of Flame is a draw for, you know, so.
Yep.
As a long term. Okay.
That's something to put in the Sanctum, I think.
Alright. Nice. What an incredible draw. Yeah, we have Lightning Bolt. I also could just load the Comet. That's true. Lightning Bolt is not lethal here. That's what I'm doing the math on. It's like one off, right? Dun 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 dun. Okay. Alright. I don't even fear Arden. Because they will take too much damage from Comet. We also could just pick up Lightning Bolt.
There's a lot of ways to win this game.
By the way, this references, like, look at how much, like, flexibility we have with this stuff. It's...
Yeah.
This card is a draw for, you know.
Yeah, there he is.
That's not enough, right?
I mean, this is a haste lifelink trampler.
Ooh, okay. Sephiroth does gain life. Fang. Your life total is now 12. We have Fireball for 9. So... if I hit them for 9, 10...
You have 11 mana?
You have 11 mana.
So
It really was Arden. Okay. I had mathed for Arden. I hadn't mathed for Arden plus Sephiroth. Okay. We got it. We got a... Thinking about...
can we make Bronze strong enough by just casting spells to Nibelheim of Flame and kill everything on their board?
We are 1 mana short of Scheme, Bolt, Flame from Grave. That doesn't work.
Okay.
But I could go Choco Comet.
But you have 11 though, and Sorcerer Schemes gives you 1.
Yeah, but that's not enough damage to kill here. Like, that doesn't kill Sephiroth.
Okay.
That does 5 damage. Choco Comet for 1. Nibelheim, Queen Rock. Okay.
Thankfully, he's not on the field, so he can't transform.
Yep. Okay. Painful. You're on top decks. You need to... that needs to be super real. Don't be Evil Reawakened. Just be a kill spell.
Evil Reawakened. Okay, kill spell.
Yeah, just a kill spell. Thank you very much. 11.
We can also just go grab Choco Combat Meteor again if we want to. So.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta swing with the Black Mage. Let's go. Oh, yeah. All right.
And then we're going to play Dragoon's Wyvern for enough blockers in case of fire. All right.
There it is. That's it. Yeah, we just want to see those counters go on him, right?
Yeah.
There he is.
We got to make the big
Huge!
ultras.
Wow, that was a spicy last couple turns.
I would say, like, we were advantaged enough that we
you
still
managed to
didn't
be 2 of the black bombs of the format.
Yeah, we were advantaged enough that Arden didn't end the game.
Arden into picking up Sephiroth, which is again, those are 2 of the the highest rated powerful black bombs of the format. So
we had enough. Like, I mean, Nibelheim of Flame is a good card.
It's just
to
that
match
good
it.
too. Yeah.
All right, 5-1. Let's keep moving. I do love, like, Sorcerer's Schemes for Choco Combat is like, if you do that in paper, you just like set the Choco Combat in play and just like, all right, you bring it. You better bring it, Sergeant. Green Brawn got there. The prowess. Okay. Sarah Neon. Sweet. What a nice looking hand. Sahagin, Thunder Magic, Warrior Sword. Sephiroth died to Nibelheim of Flame, and then we find out that Arden brought back Sephiroth, then Sephiroth died to Nibelheim of Flame. So, it's fine. Roll the 6, that's fine. They're on the draw, so that'll still be even keel. Yes, I guess Sorcerer's Scheme in a Choco Comet is the equivalent of the lines appearing on the ground. Okay. Love this hand. Really, really happy with what we have here. Sahagins, sweet. Thunder Magic for dealing with, like, if a real threat were to show up on 2. Fuck off. Fuck off forever. Oh, no. Okay. Alright, well.
You can kill him mid-combat. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it only has 3 toughness. Well, okay.
Not this turn.
Yeah.
But
Just don't have a play. Okay.
Sabo Tender.
Tender. Into the
I'm
copter.
gonna post, yeah.
Are you mono red? Please be mono red. I think you're on a mulligan, so you're probably just missing a color, but I really want you to be mono red. Alright. The straw. Sorcerer Scheme's Choco Comet is the boss in Rage. Ooh, discard Garland. That's cute.
All right, so their second color is black.
That is cute. Okay. Yeah, we gotta pass.
Hey, you don't want to deal with the 3/3 flyer that's drawing them a card every turn.
It might fix them off that color they're missing. Which is clearly a problem. Heck, okay.
I imagine they can clearly see what you have, but I don't think there's anything in black that can save the card. At least not. I guess there is Vincent's Limit Break, but like...
That brings it back as like a, you know, that doesn't really...
Yeah.
Sure, okay. Okay, let's keep pushing in. So Black Waltz means that they actually have a sizable, like, you know, like if they're able to throw spells, start throwing spells at us, that's some real damage. Removal lets them push through this, you know, Warrior's Sword. Mountain Chocobo's not terribly great against that board. Okay, Circle of Power. That lets them lifelink the Black Waltz.
Yeah.
If they have land Lightning Bolt, they're in the best world. Okay.
They just had the land, they didn't have the lightning bolt. I guess, you know what, they could do it.
They did have a bomb.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, well.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume they just immediately crack the bomb to kill Ultras then.
Yeah. That's why I'm offering, like, this 2-for-1. The idea here is that I'm offering, like, they can block with Bomb and Sabotender. They're not going to take it, but I have to offer it to make them... Also, put their life total online with the Sahagin in play is a dangerous place to be. Alright, what's your follow-up? Obviously, we are pretty threatened here. Okay, don't care. So this is the last mountain in the deck. I think I have to leave the Chocobo back. It isn't a lethal threat that you just
because they can't. Yeah, exactly. So they have to put at least the Sabotender in front of the Warrior's Sword here.
They put Vaughn in front, I think. Vaughn doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and whereas they have 3 damage just based off of like playing lands and casting spells cards. Okay.
All right, so the thing we have also is like any 4-spell threatens Sahagin in.
Yep. A lot of your deck kills them at this point, functionally.
All of their plays are good, at least, because, like, you know, we're at 8, land pings us. That's not double black.
They've been
That's
off black for
tragic,
a while,
because, like, Chaos is a pretty good body.
Yeah, so they want to get in with Vaughn, but they can't because we got the 2 Chocobos in the way.
Yeah, they'd have to kill both, and if they can kill both, we're dead anyway. Like, that's not...
Yeah.
If they have removal spell, Black Waltz hits us for 4, and then we take 6 and die. So... But here, now Warrior Sword and Sahagin, like both are lethal threats. Oh, we're just dead.
Yeah, okay, that'll do it, too.
Yeah, all right. You know that part where I say check your opponent's life total?
Yeah, they did it.
They did it. You just got to do it. You just like there's the point where like you're like looking at the board and you're like, how do I stay alive? Like oh, do I have to bolt this like to blocks? What happens if I do? Oh, 7, right? Okay. Yeah, you just do the math. Important.
All right, 2 off from maximum magic.
Yep. If we win, we get to maximum magic. Chris Topper.
It's workable.
Yeah, I'm not willing to mulligan it.
Yeah.
Because of like the okay, that actually makes me feel a lot better about its early game prowess because it should be able to like unexciting, but like Dragoon's Wyvern and like these cards get the job done. Our opponent's also playing cards that get the job done, you know. That's what that Chocobo does. Looking for land 3. Interesting. Did you hit it? No. Well.
You know what the adage is. Blood beats screw.
Oh, they've got another. Okay, they took a land off top.
Yeah. You can just play the second Dragon's Wyvern and be able to double block with the tokens instead.
Yeah.
Unless 3 damage kills you here, in which case I was wrong.
I'm not certain on it, but I am not... Like, flyers can get a lot of job done.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hell, I might not even double block. Interesting.
All right, well.
Well. I don't like 8 lands. That's a little much, but Retrieve the Espers are pretty big. Jill's not going to be flipping anytime soon.
You can stop her from flipping too if you just put her in the Sanctum.
Yeah. Yeah, exile. Okay. 4th land, they got there. Okay. Life totals are reasonably close. They have a lot of... Oh! Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, then
all right.
she does have to be dealt with now, then.
They had an Adventurous in to grab. So we can Sorcerer's Schemes back the Retrieve the Esper. We also have Stuck in the Sanctum as a play next turn for like if they just go Omega or something. The big thing here is that like this is now if they flip Jill, all that does is make the Chocobo unblockable right now. Like that, like Jill is a 4/5 that makes a thing unblockable and can't attack that turn. So like I'm not scared of Jill taking actions until the board is a little more clear.
And in fact, actually, if they do that, they die because then you could just tap the Shiva
Yeah.
and then get in.
Yeah. If that's their whole plan, I don't think they've got it. Sure, more blockers. Do they have a kick? They would kick flyers if they have any kicks, because that reduces this. Yeah. Ooh, kick flyer, return the land that gains 2 life. Cute. Oh my god, you have another kick? Okay, you need to cut it out. This is terrifying now.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of
So they can gain life. What do we need to be doing here? They can go unblockable with Jill, but that would only attack for 3. That's still... Is this too aggressive? No. This is not too aggressive. We're fine. Okay. Land that gains you 2 life, go to 8. That's the obvious, that's the play that's happening no matter what here. I don't think they can kill us. That doesn't do anything.
that makes them another Chocobo, but that Chocobo doesn't get to attack.
Yeah. I don't think they attack in on this.
Yep.
Okay. So then we have... Okay. Okay. We're at 5. We can equip the sword and kill them. We can no longer equip the sword and kill them.
Thank you, lightning bolts.
Goodbye!
Didn't quite make it to maximum magic. No, we are. Never mind.
I was saying
I
we
thought
won
we
that
were
one.
at 7 already. But yeah, sorry.
New plan.
We won that one. So we did.
So we still had them dead here. Not in great ways, but like I'm pretty sure we still. Oh God, no! Without that bolt, I think we actually had problems. It's fine. That I
think you had a lot of draws that won you the game, for what it's worth.
any removal spell gets us enough attackers so that it's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, spring-loaded saw blades. All right, and it's time for us to end on maximum magic. What else could we do at the end of this format? Can we, like... We got Uber 26, born in the year 1926.
The Virtuous. 99 years old, huh? It has Lightning Bolt and Prowess Creature in hand. You're on the draw. Most of your deck is online, except for lands.
What more can I want? Plays on turns earlier. I don't know that this is good enough. There are a lot of reasons to push this one off, but... Like, I figure we have enough 4+ things that we're happy playing and drawing. Well...
Honestly, good target.
And...
Black. That's right.
Time to lie. Alright. I assume we're getting, like, either shocked here or we're getting, like, blocked by, Okay. That's fine. I was assuming, like, a 3/3 Retrieve the Esper was coming up. But... This puts the fear of... Ooh!
Alright.
Okay. I think they're fine. Getting to 4 lands is enough to make this deck function.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Emperor. Okay.
Emperor.
If you wanted to, you could wait on that.
Well, the Emperor will grow out.
Oh, right. Yeah, he gets counters.
I think we can't go for it because they have up something. My hope is that they go, like, retrieve the, Oh, sweet.
Didn't tap, so he stole it, you too. All right.
Okay. I'm hoping for, like, retrieve the Espers. Oh, God, we just have nothing else of our opponent, huh? I'm not going.
It does strongly imply the only thing that they're keeping in hand is, like, Syncopate.
Bounce with eject. Why didn't you kick it? It's free real estate. Okay.
Hey. That's also something, like, you can get around a Syncopate or something for, so...
Yeah.
Also, Leviathan. Keep in mind, like, Swallowed by Leviathan, I guess, too.
Yeah, they have 3 cards engraved, so as long as they have that mana up,
Yeah.
they're in a pretty good way for that. Okay. It's like 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, are you ready for this play? This is going to be pretty good, I think. Two. Sorcery speed. Get rid of Shantetta. Eaten by Leviathan or Syncopate gets used here because they want to save Shantetta.
It was Swallowed by Leviathan. All right.
And then check the toughness on their board.
Yep. So, hey, Braun, you wanna send Nibelheim aflame?
Braun loves burning towns, that's true.
That's true.
Braun does love to burn towns, we know this.
You managed to sneak in, killing both Emperor and Shantotto out of that.
That felt so good.
And this warrior is the one who can set things ablaze next time.
Yeah. That just felt really good because, like, that was clearly, like, we identified that they were holding up that 3 mana for a counterspell and were able to punish.
All right, they gotta
eject to draw a card. Yeah. Do I hold lands? This discards.
We don't need to. This just discards the hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not discard 4, draw 4. It's discard your hand, draw. Okay.
I think we do this.
Bomb sets everything aflame.
Yeah, bomb sets everything aflame.
That's right. We're gonna have 2 cannon ones. So long as we have at least X equals 1, we'll be fine. Because hexproof +2/+2 doesn't save here. Because it's going to make it a 2/2 first.
These are draws and a half.
They sure are. Goddamn.
You love to see it, in fact. Also, guess what I can do with sorcerers and schemes?
Yeah, I know. You can just...
My bomb!
Oh no! I guess this ice flag is going to be the one to have to set things ablaze.
Yeah. The heroic ice flan.
Heroic? I feel like you're playing the villain deck, honestly, of the two.
Yeah! Got him! Okay, alright.
You can also just Sorcerer Scream's Lightning Bolts, if that Ice Flan survives. Okay.
Yeah, they have problems with, like, dying and being dead here.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you about this Ice Flan. The Ice Flan is heroic. Queen Braun and Burning of Nibelheim maybe less heroic. Please understand.
I understand.
I love the Flan. A Flan is like a
Elemental Ooze Warrior. Man, you two are playing similar decks. There's been a lot of Izzet players tonight. All right.
We're 1 mana short.
Yeah, I know you don't do it right now.
Yeah, we don't pull the trigger until it's lethal, but we're 1 mana short on bolt and bolt and bolt and bolt.
Yeah.
They've got their own schemes. Ice magic. Are you ready for Bolt and 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 bolt.
Oh, easier. Just kill them with that.
No.
Oh,
I
come
refuse.
on.
Bolt and
You
bolt
gotta
and
do
bolt
the
and bolt.
stylish.
Bolt. Snapcaster. Bolt.
You could have just killed them in a reasonable manner with just.
We had
Joker
already put it in the
but
queue.
no.
We were already in the queue. Like, what a deck. Just Diamond 2. We're rolling. What a deck. I love that we got to play this, like, mirror on the end. They were in a weird position because of, like, their mana restrictions. We were flooded, but we were able to play a ton on that, so.
And for what it's worth, Nibelheim and Flame drew you 4 cards.
That one felt,
So, like,
felt 7 wins from pack 1. This one felt really good compared to our first one. Absolutely.
This deck was absolutely busted.
This was
really good.
This was like, I have to say, I'm happy about the navigation. We had that early black, and we could have like stuck with that, but the switch over to blue
I think
really did a lot for us.
Yeah, I feel like swapping over to blue and especially keeping the red like as such a primary form of picking things up was
so yeah,
really important.
Also, excellent way to end this format. You know?
Sorcerer's Schemes, by the way, what a card. That, like, I need to emphasize, like, Runic Repetition is an annoying card that exists to me, but, like, it's fine, whatever. Not really tremendously playable, I feel like. Sorcerer's Schemes is playable in the fucking half.
I love...
Like, that card picks up anything.
I love the fact that it can grab itself from exile is perfect to me because it's time compression. Of course, it can start doing some nonsense. Like, all right. Well, that'll do it. That's been Final Fantasy. I hope you've all loved this set as much as I have. I hope you've been able to learn about.
So fucking cool. Like they did such a good job at mechanics, flavor, specifically the interactions between mechanics and flavor, and like these situations that you create in this format. Like it's all so good on that front.
Pulling up SIDS for the end. Yeah, your Timeless Dragon. There we go. SIDS. But yeah,
That's them.
Really loved playing this, really loved drafting this. I'm gonna miss it. I'm sad that it's going, but like we got to have a good handoff for it. So yeah, set has personality, is this gigantic tie-in. Set made you start playing. Excellent. Got you finally into Magic. A lot of others. Yeah.
Clearly, it wasn't just a tie-in. They worked really fucking hard on this set. The
fact that this is the set that has the longest run-up like dev time of any set. Like we're 4 or 5 years. So.
Yeah.
Some of the Timeless Artificers maybe not as artificers as others.
Yeah, I think that is also the other part. Final Fantasy was a standout ballpark like home run choice of a thing to do as a tentpole release like this.
Yeah.
It is like one of, if not the most fitting properties to do something like this.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is just a great time. I've loved this set, and I hope you've all gotten to enjoy it just as much. The overlap is just, unreal. So yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Doc, for jumping in on this and a lot of the other drafts.
Yeah, I mean, I had a fantastic time watching this format. It is a blast to watch and hang out for.
So, and thank you everybody for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow. I do stream 7 Central on weekdays. A lot of cards, a lot of RPGs. Today would normally be Slay the Spire, but we moved that off for more Final Fantasy. But And follow to see when those go on. Subscribe, you get access to the cool slimes, cool skulls, all the other emotes. But if you're just here having a good time, A+, glad to have you here. Hope you're enjoying things. Doc, you got a marathon going on the next couple days still, right?
Yeah, I do. Really the only day that truly matters is make sure to pop in on Monday.
Okay.
Monday is going to be the big, most important one. You can spend whatever. I'm going to be live the next 2 days as well, but make sure to, spend your time where you want to be. I will demand in return, though, you do show up on Monday.
All right. Anyway, that's going to be it now. Gonna send you over to Newbie. Newbie's playing Mario and Luigi, so we can continue on that thunder. All right. Thank y'all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.